Right. So back again, basically, we're gonna solve another question. Remember last video where I said that we couldn't just give straight up answers. We needed to draw some graphs in order to show how we got to our answer. And we'll always get a range of answers as long as b squared minus 4ac is not equal to 0. I'm gonna demonstrate that again here. Now remember I'll start with the question first. So the question states that this line over here intersects this curve at two distinct points, at two separate points like this, right? They're not asking us the coordinates of intersection between these two graphs. They're asking us the range of values of m. So the first step is equating these two equations together. mx plus 1 equals to 3x squared plus 2x plus 4. We're going to move this entire equation over here. So 0 equals to 3x squared plus 2x minus mx and 4 minus 1. So 0 equals to 3x squared plus 2x minus mx plus 3. Now, in the quadratic equation, you would take this as a, the coefficient of x squared, a, the coefficient of x, b, and the never mind. Let me just clear this up. The coefficient of x, this entire thing is a coefficient of x, and basically the term independent of x, which is c. Now, look, 2x minus mx. 2 minus m is basically the coefficient of x. Because the only reason I'm not further simplifying this is because we don't know m. Right? If we do 2x minus 1x, for example, the coefficient of x would be 2 minus 1, which is 1, right? But since we don't know m, we'll take 2 minus m as a coefficient of b. Since they said the line intersects the curve at two different points, that means that b squared minus 4ac is, you guessed it, greater than 0. Now let's plug in the values. 2 minus m squared minus 4, coefficient of x squared, 3, and c, which is also 3, is greater than 0. So that's 4 minus 2 into 2m plus m squared minus 36 is greater than 0. So 4 minus 4m plus m squared minus 36 must be greater than 0. And so that's m squared minus 4m minus 32 is greater than 0. So we'll do middle term breaking here. I don't think I need to explain middle term breaking. If you don't know middle term breaking, then I highly suggest watching some YouTube videos to inform yourself about middle term breaking. It's just a lot faster. So assuming that you do know middle term breaking, I won't explain this step. Now, in order to find the two different values of m, you must get these two brackets and equate them to 0. So m is equal to minus 4 and m is equal to 8. That's m1 and that's m2. And now, if we just left this as our answer, we would not get marks for this because they asked us for the range. This is just giving two different possible values. We need to find the range. So according to my previous video, I'm going to bring this up over here in this corner and draw a line. I'm going to erase this. We'll draw graphs similar to what I made last video. We draw a straight line in this. Now we put m1 and m2 over here. Now m1 is smaller than m2 minus 4. So we put minus 4 over here and we put 8 over here. Now since they say that it's intersecting at two distinct points and we get two distinct roots, we'll have to shade everything outside of this graph. Everything outside of this graph. Again, you don't have to fill this up like this. Don't do this. It's so time consuming and just makes your paper look really unneat and just messy. Just make nice straight lines, so much so that you can still see the number which is behind them, and so on and so forth. And make these two big points over here so you know what you're outlining. Then I need you to do this. My bad. M must be smaller than -4 and M must be larger than 8. Because that's true. These lines are moving out, forward of 8, meaning that they're larger than 8, and these lines are going behind -4, meaning they're smaller than -4. So M can either be smaller than